Hi, I'm Suzanne McCloskey, your host of This Week in Jackson. Tonight we've got Scott TenBrink from the Fitness Council on with us. Scott, how are you? What's up?
Good evening. I'm great. How are you?
Great. Excellent. You've got a really cool event coming up, Smart Commute.
It's just the beginning of a
Whole series.
whole summer of smart commuting and smart commute fun.
So I should go buy a pair of bike shorts because it's about to get crazy with the fitness.
Yeah, bike shorts not required. Spandex not required
Good.
for smart commute.
Good. That's probably
in
a
fact,
benefit to Jackson.
We probably go more the other way on that.
Okay.
So later in the summer, you're going to hear about things like the paddle to work, where I always wear a suit. That's one of the few days a year that I
For paddle to
wear a
work?
suit for paddle to work day.
It's not pedal. Okay, so
No,
paddle.
it's paddle.
But you wear a suit in the boat?
Yeah, because I'm
And-
going to work, which I never wear a suit for, but I'm trying to make a point.
Question for you. So I live, Browns Lake connects to, I think it's Williams Lake, and there's like a channel to get to the Grand River, and you can take that all the way downtown. So I could literally paddle to work right downtown, but I can never get through all the growth in one of the channels. I've never made it. But I think it's early enough in the season that stuff hasn't really grown. The bugs aren't going to attack me. But how do other people paddle to work? Like, I could actually do it, but if you don't live near the river or work near the river.
So are you on camera tonight committing to a paddle to work from your home
I did
to your
not
job?
say that. No, but I would. I think right now, when is the event?
It's June 21st.
I might be able to do that because I've gone at least 3 times and tried to paddle to downtown, but there's this one channel just gets so full of lily pads and like biting bugs that I give up.
I've got experts that will bring in to make sure that you make it to work.
Shut up. I have
Absolutely,
my
100%.
My own entourage and escort service to work.
To make it happen.
All right.
We'll get a little footage of it,
This is going
get
to be
it out there to
amazing.
the people.
Yeah.
We'll make
it's
it.
on.
We'll make it happen. All right.
Commitment right there
So,
on camera.
If you don't live next door to Suzanne and want to paddle in from your home,
Come to my house. No, just kidding.
we do a whole group paddle from out by Dawn Foods
Dawn Foods.
on
That's
High Street where it bends around there
okay.
and just goes over the river right by 127. A whole group of us meet out there. Great Grand River Environmental Action Team and Quiet World Sports provide the boats and the guidance, and we have had in the past a group of 20 boats
Really?
paddle to work.
Wow.
Yeah, and we stop right in front of your workplace.
Okay. So is this only for people that work downtown then? Like,
Paddle to work, I'm not expecting anybody's really going to paddle to work. And one of the things that we're trying to highlight by events like this is it should be fun.
Yeah.
Let's not get too serious about, well, I live this place and I can't bike the 20 miles, so I can't do it anymore. And we're
Right.
trying to move away from that and say, no, you could probably be active and have a little bit of fun in your day. You could probably find a way to park a little further away and walk with somebody to work. And even if you have to get all dressed up every day, you can find a way to fit a little bit of activity and a little bit of fun into your day.
absolutely.
So we go from there to July. We're going to do the high heel bike ride.
Okay.
Last year we had 50 people out riding in high heels or kind of their Sunday best.
Did you have your high heels on?
I wear high heels every year. They're understated. I'm the host, so I don't want to beat anybody out.
Yeah.
But we had Steve Tucker from the Michigan Theater had a fabulous cocktail dress on.
I just hope you guys didn't show up in the same dress because that would be a little
It
awkward.
would be awkward.
Steve, what are you doing?
The chamber showed up all in prom dresses.
Wow.
The chamber staff, yeah. So those kind of events are great. And so we're kicking it off this week, Friday. May 17 is our first Smart Commute event. We've got morning meetup stations. So for those of you who don't want to make the full trip from the door of your home to the door of your work by bike, walk, or bus, or some combination of those, if that sounds like too much, come out to Nixon Park, Ella Sharp Park, or P&T Fitness. You can park there, meet up with other people that are walking to work.
So you're not meeting at Bucky Harris, it's at P&T?
At P&T.
Okay, cool. cool.
For the morning, between 7 and 9.
Okay. Oh, anytime between 7 and 9.
Anytime between 7 and 9, we'll have
Okay.
some coffee and snacks out there.
Now, does carpooling count? Or are you really pushing?
We talk about active transportation and transit.
Okay.
So we talk a lot about walk, bike, bus. And we talk a lot about the trip to and from work. But for smart commuting, for what counts,
Yeah.
we count any physical activity that you're getting during your day.
Okay.
So if you're doing a walking meeting, you ride your bike to lunch or ride your bike across town for a meeting during the day, all of that stuff fits in there. It gets you the green T-shirt. You need to register. You need to
Yeah.
register, Suzanne,
I am registered.
to get your
I
green
registered.
T-shirt. Every year we hand out 500 green T-shirts, and
And
you
they're
don't
cool.
want to be the one person
That doesn't
smart
have it.
commuting without a green T-shirt.
And registration is so easy. I will vouch for it. On your site, quick and easy. But you do, if you're joining a team, you have to have their password. So you can't just join any random team. Now, what if you don't have a team? Can you just be an individual? You can.
Everyone's an individual. We encourage individualism.
Okay.
So yeah, anyone is welcome to register for Smart Commute. You don't have to be part of a team.
Okay, cool. I was wondering about the carpooling thing because I was debating between carpooling in with the significant other and being dropped at like a station and walking to work from there. But the other thing we were thinking about is parking at the Falling Water Trail and then biking in from there together. That might be kind of cool. But then I was like, oh man, if we have to be there by 7 a.m., I'm not going to make it. But if we can be there anytime between 7 and 9, I think we'll definitely do that.
That would be great. And here's what I would encourage. I encourage everybody to do this. Everybody out there should try to come up with something that sounds fun or something that sounds like maybe it's a little bit of a challenge and you don't think you'd do it every day, but you're willing to give it a shot this one time.
Yeah.
So do the bike ride in with your SO one time. Do a carpool in and get dropped off somewhere.
I love that. We started carpooling. I get like curbside service. It's like, I try to say we're going green, but really, I don't have to mess with the parking garage or anything. I just get dropped off and picked
Right.
up. It's a nice service.
Yeah. So we don't emphasize with Smart Commute telecommuting or carpooling, but it's always, if you get to work without a car, you're more likely to get out and be active.
Yeah.
So we would count any of that. Telecommuting, it's hard to argue that if I don't have to get off my couch in the morning, I'll be more active, but go for it.
You'll be so proud, I hope. I'm proud. I started this stand-up meeting at work. So we meet at a tall table, and we've got a half-hour, 45-minute meeting that we all stand. And it's, it's just, when you have a desk job, it's tough to get up and get going. But at least for that half-hour, 45 minutes, we're standing around, and it burns more calories than sitting there. And I also made
Stand on one leg?
I should start doing that. Maybe we can start
I
doing
bet,
jumping jacks.
I don't know about this, but I bet there is a curriculum is the word I want to use. There's like a routine that you can do at a standing desk. I bet they have a series of exercises that don't interrupt your workflow that you're doing underneath the desk.
My sister works at Allegiance, and they got her, I guess, like some kind of pedaling thing underneath her desk. And it's like slow enough that it's not like interrupting her work, but she's actually doing something while she sits there.
She's not panting or dripping sweat on the keyboard.
I mean, maybe
or anything
she
like
is. That would be kind of cool, I guess. Take a picture and put it on Facebook. Wet mop. But yeah, so I made a makeshift stand-up
Work
desk.
for Allegiance.
It'll be crazy fit. My makeshift stand-up desk is like a cardboard box with like a piece of foam core that I put my keyboard and mouse on, and then I've got my computer monitor on top of the my stand-up tower computer. The monitor's on top, so I can stand there for most of the day. But I've got another computer that it's got 2 monitors and can't put it up anywhere. So at least
Graphics
I'm
people,
trying. I know.
you have so many
Those Macs,
demands.
you gotta have all
But
these
you
screens.
should send us a picture of your stand-up desk. Stand-up desk
it's
was a great
impressive.
way to
Not
incorporate, not sit at least. Oh, and one of the things, so for Smart Commute, we're on Pinterest now for Smart Commute.
Wow.
Oh yeah, this is 21st century.
Can you
Smart
explain
Commute.
this to me? I don't understand Well, I get Pinterest, like I'm planning for a wedding, pinning all this stuff. Well, how does it work for an organization?
Well, here's what we did. We went out and found all the most ridiculous ways we could think of to get to work, found pictures of those, and added them to a collection.
That's a good idea.
Right? So it's just fun to look at them. We post them through our Facebook page, one per day, and you can click through to them to see the whole variety. You know, we add a few goofy comments to it. It's just a lot of fun. But mixed in there are these infographics. Infographics. So you know it's true if it's on an infographic. There's a picture of what they're saying. It must be true.
It's got to be true.
But some of the information in there about sitting is terrifying.
Yeah, like our generation is going to die because like
in their chair
very soon. Like the heart attack rates are just skyrocketing, and I mean that was like the whole reason why I made a stand-up desk was I don't want to have a heart attack at my desk. Like I'm not a smoker, and they're saying that the heart attack rates are worse for people with cubicle desk jobs than smokers, just because you're sitting all day, not likely to get up.
And I don't think starting smoking is going to actually increase your lifespan.
I would get up to go out for that smoke, but still not worth it.
Still not worth it.
Okay,
Good.
so not to brag, but I've got these sweet tattoos for the color run. Did it yesterday in Ypsilanti.
Congratulations.
Yes, and so why don't we have that in Jackson?
Well, tell me all about the color run.
Amazing. I'm not a runner, but they promote how it's the experience.
So number one thing about the color run that's cool is it's not for runners. Really?
Well,
I mean, you
there
can
are
be a
runners,
runner, but there's
yes.
no advantage to being a runner, right? Is
Yes,
that fair to say?
because there's like really old people, there's really young people, there's people of all different...
Really?
Old people can run? What? And or walk, as the case may be. The cutest thing I saw was this probably 5, 6, 7-year-old girl. She had the color run T-shirt, and she's doing it all by herself. Her dad is like not in color run gear, like walking on the sidelines. Like I don't know if it was an independence thing, but it was adorable. I was like, I would love to say I started doing 5Ks as a toddler.
So where does the awesomeness start? You're standing there, you've got your color run T-shirt on, and you're standing in the crowd of thousands of people, right?
Yeah, literally thousands of people, like whole sea of people. You've got music blaring, really like poppy, gets you excited. I am not excited at 8 o'clock in the morning, but I was excited this morning because I had the music going, had my double shot of espresso, and it was just kind of the energy and getting ready to go. I mean, why do you get excited to have color thrown on you? But it was just a really fun, different event that anyone could partake in. And I bet there's other ways to do it, even if we didn't bring exactly the color run to Jackson. But, I mean, you've got to have like a million ideas of other things.
Yeah, so one of the things that we did kind of based off of me hearing about the color run last year was the glow run. We did that in November of last year. Everybody dressed up in glowing stuff. We had glowing mohawks, glowing glasses, glowing weird hair stuff. Everybody was all dressed in glowing stuff. And then we had two things, some lighting features along the route, and also 3 music stations. And we did it out at Ellisharp Park so that pretty much everywhere you were on the course, you were hearing the music that you went past or the music you were coming up to. So, and the great thing about that run was a family could do it, and there's no rush to finish. In fact, arguably, at an event like that, the longer you spend on the course, the more you're getting for your dollar, right?
Yeah.
There were no prizes for being the first one across the line. It was more about who dressed up the best, who was showing the most enthusiasm, that kind of thing.
And it really does make fitness be fun. You know, my exposure to with the color run made me think maybe I'll participate in more Scott's events. Like you don't have to be, a total like fitness buff to get into these events. I mean, a lot of them, paddling to work and the glow run, just sound like really cool activities. Yeah,
and I think that's where fitness is going. I mean, even in the really serious fitness classes and instructors, they're doing things like adult playground.
What?
Yeah. Yeah,
start
or
doing that.
adult recess. That's what they call it.
Okay.
Where they just do a whole lot of different games and stuff. You know, it's a chance to be social with people, interact with people in a unique way. You know, it's not about just abusing yourself or punishing yourself for feeling guilty about things that you do or don't do in your life. It should be fun. So we're working on bringing more things like that, you know, and the high heel bike ride and the glow run, and we're not the only ones doing that kind of thing in Jackson. Paws in the Park is coming up, and they're going to have some cool things happening. That's the Cascades Humane Society, right?
And they get a lot of the animals out there too, I think.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures. I've got a friend that moved to LA. You know, LA people are always doing the crazy diets and exercise programs, and she's doing CrossFit. And I'm really proud of her. I mean, she looks amazing. She looks really good. But the starting off with my first time doing CrossFit, I puked 2 or 3 times. I can't do that. The idea of getting into something to vomit just... I mean, I know that's not why she did it, but knowing that would likely happen, I would much rather put on some high heels and bike to work.
That kind of stuff is more fun, and being just a little bit physically active. So I try to always mention when we're talking about physical activity and exercise and all these things that feel like, you know, oh, I feel bad that I don't do enough. I punish myself for things that I've done, that kind of thing. That the major benefit of physical activity, a major benefit, is that people who've been physically active report that they think they look better than if they haven't done the physical activity.
And I can,
so you may not ever, I'm thrilled that your friend has, you know, feels good about how she looks, you know, and looks good, but you don't have to do a lot of physical activity to improve your own impression of how you look.
Yeah.
And that's really what you want anyway.
Yeah.
That's all you want from the people who say, oh, you look great. Have you lost weight? You just want to feel that way. So get out and do some exercise and skip the third party.
To her credit, I have to say, it's not that she looks better. It's that like she's like doing headstand push-ups. Like she is a beast. Like that's amazing. Yeah, very impressive. But I know when I was much more active and biking the Falling Water Trail to Concord and back, I just felt awesome. I felt like, you know, I even whether I had lost more weight or not, like I just felt better about myself knowing that I could do that, and looking forward to getting more active with you this summer. That's
awesome. So Friday, May 17, that's the time to be there.
I'm already registered. I'll be there.
And if you're going to be on your bike, and if anybody out there is going to be on their bike, we're also doing a bike rally and leader ride from Art 634.
Oh, okay.
So bike rally, meet up at 7:30. We'll have some coffee and some snacks there, and then we'll do a leader ride, which is me introducing people to some of the facilities that we have for biking in the community, some opportunities for new ones, some obstacles that I think that we have. It's just a chance to get informed.
That's on Friday also?
That's on Friday also.
What time are you guys meeting there?
7:30.
Okay.
And then we'll ride out on the leader ride, which is a short ride, somewhere between 1.5 and 3 miles.
Okay.
We'll ride out from there at 8 o'clock. We'll be done by 8:30 so everybody can get to work by 9.
Sounds awesome. Sounds great. Thanks for all the info, Scott. It's always nice to have you on. This week we've got a lot of other cool stuff going on. There's Buck Wild Wednesdays with DJ Holiday at Woolly Bullies, and this starts at 4 p.m. You can buck on the bull and get $1 buck drafts, 50-cent wings, no cover, 21 up. So if you're looking for a little bit of nightlife, you can check that out. And then on Friday, there is the Love, Loss, and What I Wore, and that's from 7 to 9 at the Michigan Theater. And this is based on the 1995 book by Eileen Beckerman. And using clothing, accessories, and the memories they trigger, these stories can relate to all women. So check that out.
What is that?
I don't know.
Is it a live performance?
It is. It's a live performance. They've got people up there, I believe, telling short stories. From what I gather, reading this little piece on the website.
Little blurb,
Yeah, but this was the first I heard of it, was on the site. So maybe you and the wife could check it out.
For the Aware Shelter.
I missed the most
So even if you're
important
not
part.
sure that you want to go, just come and check it out. And
Yeah.
any proceeds go to the Wear Shelter. You can feel good about yourself for sure.
Absolutely.
Great.
And maybe get some, be inspired for your outfit with the clothing and accessories they use on stage. Summer Planning Day is downtown this Saturday, May 18th at 9 a.m. And planters are reserved on a first come, first served basis. If you've been downtown, you've probably seen the planters hanging outside the businesses. Really nice, really pretty. City comes by and waters them. So if you want to take part in that, head downtown Saturday.
It's in all the things on the sidewalk too. Right?
Does that count?
I'm pretty sure that that's a big part of it.
Okay. Oh, and those have plaques too, right? So if
Yeah, you're going to have to call the Downtown Development Authority. Call the DDA to get the information, right?
or check out our website that I
Even
should-
better
should
idea.
have read more thoroughly.
better idea.
Jacksonopolis.com/events.
But that's a cool event. Everybody comes downtown. They all plant for 45 minutes or something.
Yeah.
I think they give donuts.
What? If there's donuts, I'll definitely be there. I'm just kidding.
Just ride your bike over there.
I'll jog down there and eat my Hinckley's donut. I'm not saying they have Hinckley's. I'm not going on the record for that.
But they should.
They should, yes, because they're the best. I will go on record saying that. They're the best. Also, on Saturday evening, there is the Michigan Wine and Beer Fest at the Michigan International Speedway. This event is awesome. You can taste Michigan beers and wines, live music, food, pace car rides if you're into that thing. And it's a lot of fun. You can see different pairings of the drinks with the food, and everything is Michigan-based. Then also on Sunday, May 19th, there is open mic night dinner show. And this is the first I heard of this. I think this is really cool. I've heard of traveling food stations before, but this one is actually a mobile dinner theater with Chef Steph. And there's live performances as well as fine dining meals. And you can... Whoop, we have a poster coming.
This just in.
This just in.
At
Hot
the
off
Sauk
press.
Trail Post 246.
You got to lean this way. He hasn't moved the camera.
Here
There
it
you go.
is.
So Chef Steph is putting this on, and you can make reservations with Chef Steph to have this mobile dinner theater for your own party. She works with all budgets.
Here's Chef Steph.
I don't think that's Chef Steph.
No? Oh, okay.
I think it's a stack
The other one?
Well,
Here's your meal.
here's your meal. It looks exactly like this. And she's got a website. I believe it's also posted on our web page if you want to check that out and get more details. Also a Facebook page. So a lot of cool things going on this week. Don't forget to check out the Green Market at Allegiance. And that's
Thursdays.
Thursdays. Yeah. He just popped that one up on the screen. I was totally unprepared.
Thursdays from
Tell me about it,
2
Scott.
to something. I will tell you about it because I love the Green Market.
Oh,
They have some fantastic vendors there. And things are rolling a little bit faster at the Green Market, so there's some food there available there already. So I'm pretty sure that there's some
if I showed
salad
up
greens.
and there were no food at the Green Market, I'd be a little upset, Scott.
Would you? Because a lot of farmers markets around Michigan right now are open, and the downtown market, which is a great market, builds up through the year. Right now, if you went down there, you wouldn't find any food. You'd find all flowers.
Okay.
And that's not a bad thing. It's great. You know, this is the time that you want to get your flowers for the summer. But I love that the Green Market is on top of things. Asparagus is up right now.
Yes.
And,
Yep.
you know, there's a short window to get your fill of
Of asparagus.
asparagus.
Yeah. I occasionally at work they bring in people from the Green Market, so we've had an opportunity to purchase flowers and asparagus. That was the only food option. But it's really good asparagus. And there was even a gal selling honey, and I've never even heard of flavored honeys before, other than the traditional clover honey. There was like spearmint honey and, I don't know, cherry honey. There was these like 7 different flavors. I didn't get any, but I should. Maybe I'll go down to the Green Market.
Yeah, you
I
should check it out.
wasn't brave enough, but I'll let you know how
So
that
the Green
goes.
Market is great. If you haven't been there, this is your week to check it out.
Yes, and coming weeks throughout the summer, but definitely get down there this week in Jackson. Have a good one.